pretty big believer in the digital blue collar worker. And I've written about this on mattreport.com. You can just Google digital blue collar worker. You can find out some of the thought process I have behind this. But I just feel that in the years to come, if not, it has already been happening, that there is just going to be a large pool of people that can do a really good job at this whole like web professional coding, design, digital marketing thing at a very fair price, right? It will be a much more common job that a lot of people can show up for and do in the coming years, as well as I think it should be. So what do we have left to compete with in a world like that? You know, competing with your colleagues, competing with big businesses that scoop up large amounts of freelancers like a Codable or like freelancer.com or any kind of other like Fiverr, if you were crazy enough to go down that path. But then big organizations like an Amazon, a Google, I mean, who knows what happens in the future? What do we have left to compete with people or big organizations? And to me, it's the digital handshake. So what do I mean by the digital handshake? Well, it's a podcast, it's a YouTube channel, it's the content that you put out. It is what is warming up that relationship with an end user, with a customer, to say, hey, I know Sally, I know how she works, I know her portfolio, but I know her content, and I've listened to her podcast for a year, I've seen what she does on YouTube, and oh, by the way, she talks at my local events, I'm going to hire her. In fact, I've already made that connection. I've made the digital handshake because I've seen the content that she's been putting out, and it's validated me. Not only has it validated me, but it has warmed me up to her process, maybe her pricing, the way she works, how she works, where she wants to work. And it becomes this whole closing the gap of wanting to do business with somebody, as opposed to doing things like, hey, I'm just going to go to freelancer.com and hire somebody. Yeah, that's going to be rock bottom pricing, but maybe it's not going to be the best relationship moving forward. But that's okay. I just want the lowest price. With a digital handshake, with something like a podcast and a YouTube channel where you can be much more intimate with your audience, you're going to make better connections in the future. When there's more competition out there, both from your local colleagues and friendly colleagues, bigger organizations that come in that offer lower price and fast turnaround and instant delivery, like an Amazon dropping things on your house with a drone, but largely a faceless company. You're just in it for the features and the price. Creating a digital handshake through a podcast and a YouTube channel, I think, is what's really going to help set you and I apart in the future. Digital handshakes, that's what I've got today for podcasting and YouTube stuff. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. What's your digital handshake? Do you find yourself solving the content to relationship of a customer gap in other ways, like speaking gigs or ebooks or traditional books? Local radio, local TV. There's many outlets for us to connect. So what are you using to solve that? Hop back on my last video where Jason and John have both chimed in with some excellent points about what podcasting means to them. It's a video about what podcasting means to me, but their comments on the last video are insightful and very valuable to get a little bit more insight to where this series is going. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, mattreport.com/subscribe to join the mailing list, and the iTunes podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to that. Search for Matt Report in iTunes. See you in the next video.